Hey friends, welcome to Kicking It with Texas Chancla. I'm the Texas Chancla, attorney Jesse Hernandez, and today I am here with my friend Aj Rivas. AJ, welcome to the show. Tell the people a little bit about you, man.
Well, man, what can I say? People label me as a local celebrity of San Antonio. I don't label myself as that, but people tell me that I am a local famous TikToker. Yeah, born and raised here in San Antonio.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Harlandale High School.
Yeah? How do you like that?
Good.
Still proud of the Indians?
Still proud to be it's Linsa. That's what we go by, Linsa.
Linsa.
Los indios nunca se agüita.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
But my heart's in the south side, but also my heart is also in the west side. I grew up in the west side as well. Preferably, shout out to everybody by 36 in Culebra area.
Okay.
That's where I also grew up as well. So.
Okay, so you're representing a lot of the city.
Yeah. Remember, I represent the south and the west, not southwest. No shame to the people in southwest, but I sport out the south and the west. So.
Okay. So you're doing big things right now. How did you get started?
I mean, typical influencer at the moment is like, I started during the pandemic, so pretty much that's what it was. I was just at home. Just legit, I had a red Crayola washable marker, and I put it on my lips as lipstick, and I started doing my Selena stuff.
Okay.
With the hand-me-down wig that I had at home.
I mean, you're from San Antonio, so is it safe to say you're a lifelong Selena fan?
Oh, yeah, of course. I've been a Selena fan since I can remember, since I was 3 years old. That's because I remember.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a connection that me and my dad, when he was still alive. My father passed away to leukemia, but before he passed, that was our connection, was Selena. So being a Selena fan is more than just being a fan. It's actually a connection that I hold so dear in my heart with my dad. So
okay, I love that.
Yeah. I
love that. From everything I understand, you are really a family-based man. You love being with your family.
I love it. In my family, we've lost so many, family members these past few years that, obviously that I've been born. But, I just have that in my, family instead of in my values, because you just never know, when they could be here one day and gone the next. So
that's absolutely true. Mm-hmm. That's true. I know you're close with family. Mm-hmm. Are they your biggest influences in life, or who are your biggest influences in life?
Well, being the respectable person that I am, that's from my mom. My mom is one huge influence on just the way I carry myself, the way I, walk around with, the respect that I do have for myself. But everything else, such as obviously my character on TikTok, Jessica. My influencers are my three primas, and I'm going to name their names.
Go for it.
Because they deserve for their names to be named. For people don't forget them. Amy, my cousin Amy, my cousin Tabitha, my cousin Roxanne. So you have those personalities. Roxanne's the quiet one. The one you got to look out for.
Uh-huh.
Tabitha's the one that does stuff, but it's secret. Nobody knows. Only certain people know. And then Amy's the one that just puts everything out there. She don't care.
Okay.
So that's all Jessica in a nutshell.
Because I always wondered about that, because Jessica she's so familiar, but she's so unique, and it just feels like the first time I saw her, I'm like, I know her, and I think that's amazing that you created a character that she's her own woman, but at the same time, like, everyone probably comes up to you and is like, oh my God, Jessica, that's my cousin, or that's me, or that's...
Yeah. I get that a lot, especially on comments. They're like, oh my God, they're tagging their cousins, their tias. Oh my God, tia, that's you. Oh my God, that's you. Da, da, da. And that's what I want, because, me growing up, it's a little thing that I love to see, which is being from San Antonio. I mean, it could be from anywhere else, but specifically our culture here in San Antonio, it's like, we're going to go to HB, you're gonna see some toddler with Pampers on, the mom all dolled up with her Coach or Dooney or whatever you want to call it, little fake purse
From the flea market?
from the flea market.
Yeah.
All like with gold earrings and gold necklaces and everything, while the kid with a lollipop, sticky mouth and everything. You're gonna see that here, you know, and it's not bad. A lot of people think I make fun of it or it's a bad thing. I'm like, no, because when I see stuff like that, it's like, that's home.
Exactly. It's home. So, like, that's one of the things that I see a lot is like people are picking at it like it's a criticism or like they're saying, oh, you think you're better than it. But really, it's coming from like this place of love. Like, this is what I know. This is what I'm used to. And this is what I love.
Exactly. I mean, look at me. Government cheese all right here. If I have clogged arteries, thank you to government cheese. You know what I mean? So,
bro, don't underestimate that government cheese. You get that government cheese on enchiladas, I'm there all day. Like Blanco Cafe.
There's some. Oh, I was about to say, there's some restaurants that I'm like, is this government cheese? Because there's enchiladas, or whenever you put the cheese on the carne guisada, and I'm like, that melted too good.
So you were a cheese on the carne guisada kind of guy.
Yes, I order cheese on any taco kind of guy.
Okay, and I've done my homework, so I know that you eat your carne guisada tacos a different kind of way.
Yes, I eat it from the inside out.
Tell the folks what that means.
Yeah, so so specifically for carne guisada, I love, this might sound gross to some people, but I love the soggy tortilla. Like, I like soggy tortilla. So what I do is, I order my other tacos, but I leave the carne asada to the end to let the gravy, get sogged, like I said, sogged up in the tortilla. So I open it, eat the meat, everything, and then I just roll it, the tortilla with the cheese and the gravy. That's the best.
That's original. That's
the best.
That's the AJ style of eating carne guisada.
Yes, but that's any of my tacos. I eat it with a fork. People look at me like... But I eat the inside first.
Really? On all of them?
On all my tacos. The only one except for bean and cheese.
See, I knew that.
Except for bean and cheese.
I did my homework. I knew that one.
Except for bean and cheese, I'll eat it like that. But any other taco, I'll eat with a fork and then I roll it up and, I like to clean the plate. I mean, that's what tortillas are for, to clean it up.
I love it. But speaking of bean and cheese, you were in a local street gang. I don't know if they're a street gang, but it's called Bean and Cheese, man.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that right now. No. That's kidding. No, it's all love. I'm just playing. I'm playing. Yes, I'm a cast member for Bean and Cheese Man, the Bean and Cheese Man show. It's been a journey. Let me tell you that. It's been, and by that I mean it's been a very positive journey. I've gotten so many connections. Obviously, this is one right here. But being involved in Bean and Cheese Man has showed me a lot of different parts of myself that I didn't know about.
So for like the 3 people in San Antonio who don't know what Bean and Cheese Man is, what is it?
We are pretty much a future. Actually, no, not future. We are right now and the future Hispanic Mexican American version of SNL.
Okay.
Of In Living Color. That's what we're going for at the moment. I mean, we're in the beginning process, so it's a little bit of looking like maybe a little high school theater. But I mean, it's we got to start somewhere, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I hear people characterize you as a comedian. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that label?
Well, I've always said a comedian. I don't think this is just my opinion, people. Okay?
His opinion, folks.
My opinion. I haven't gone to school yet for it or anything. Not educated opinion. But I've always said I don't think someone should call themselves a comedian if they don't do stand-up comedy.
Okay.
Okay? That's just me.
Okay.
Until I started going into it, I'm like, wait, you can be a comedian and not do stand-up comedy. But it just so happens since my mentality went that way, I started doing stand-up comedy. So now it's just a little bit more easier for me to call myself a comedian because I do stand-up comedy and I do
skits
and stuff, sketches and stuff that are comedic, So, but now I'm like, oh, anybody could be a comedian, So, but I mean, I take that.
You're okay with that label now?
I'm okay with the label. depending on the situation, I'm either an influencer or a content creator, which I think they're all the same, but they put me in different labels, or a comedian. So, but I like it. I like having all these labels because I get to get whatever, whatever partnerships I want.
Okay.
Because I'm all over the place,
Okay. Let's talk about those partnerships.
Okay.
Who are you partnering with right now?
As of right now, it's with the Spurs.
Who are they?
Oh, the San Antonio Spurs. They actually, I don't know if people know what the NBA is. The National Basketball Association. But yeah, they're my good friends. We have the kidding. No, but yeah, they actually have me as one of their influencers. Like pretty much they already got me on file. Put in that W-9 work already.
Nice. Okay. That's always fun.
Let me tell you. I'll go back to that question, right, about partnerships. But I'm learning that I love to help local businesses. I do. Local businesses, I love you. Hit me up. But I get more. I've noticed that I feel more better whenever it's like an actual partnership where they're like, okay, we have to send you a W-9. I'm like, okay.
Ooh, I'm big time now.
Okay, cool. So I'm like, okay, I will do nothing. Only W-9s. But local business, I love you. I'll still do it for you. But yeah, but it feels good. The fact that I'm being able to work with the Spurs. For the fact that, I am a plus size Hispanic gay man who people think looks straight like this. I look straight. And they're like, what? You're gay? But I'm like, yes, but I put on makeup and a wig. And the fact that someone like the Spurs, who are the people with the money, are the conservative ones, and the same thing with Whataburger, conservative, which I respect. But the fact that I do what I do and they show me love and I work with them, it's a blessing because I like the fact that they see what I do. And it's not just, I'm not a gay comedian. I'm not a gay influencer. I'm not a plus size influencer. I'm just an influencer. I'm just a comedian, and it's like we are in a time where we want to label everything, which is not, nothing's wrong with labeling, we want to be in a certain group or whatever. But when it comes to me being a comedian, I'm a comedian.
Right. And you're not saying that you don't want to belong to those communities.
Exactly.
You're just saying that it's great when they can see past you being in those communities.
It's like saying, in other words, like, you have a job interview, because I've been a manager before my previous jobs and stuff, and it's, people don't think it's real, but it's real. But the first thing you look at is the name,
right?
So it's like, my name is Alexander Rivas, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna put Alexander Rivers. You know what I mean? My name is not Alexander Juan, it's Alexander John. But yeah, that's a joke. But it's just that's the way I see it. It's like, okay, like, I'm a comedian. You shouldn't just hire me because it's Pride Month.
Right.
You shouldn't just hit me up because it's Hispanic Heritage Month. You should hire me throughout the whole year. That's what I mean by that. Because I'm a comedian. I'm a content creator. I do this, I do that, I do everything.
Right. I love that. I love that you don't let people just put you in a box because you're much more than that.
But as my personality and my life, I am a gay man. I am a proud Mexican American. I love my people. I love my gente, all around those groups and those, cultures and stuff. But when it comes to making my money,
there are no boxes.
Money doesn't have no race. Money has no size, no gender, no nothing. Money makes the world go round. It pay my bills.
I love it. I love it. Speaking of paying the bills, sometimes when we pay the bills, we have to parlay the success of other people and kind of link up and network. You've done a lot of collaborations from Bryce, the Inky Boys.
Oh, yeah.
You've done Leo Gonzalez. You've worked with musical artists,
yes.
Frankie J,
yes.
Chris Perez.
Yes.
You have done a lot of collabs. I know it's like asking you to say which one's your favorite kid, but which of those collabs, we'll just say not favorite, but which one stands out to you? Which one are you may be proudest of?
Dang it.
I mean, you don't have to right away say the Texas Chancla. You can think about it, but you know.
Well, technically, we haven't yet to collab yet.
Oh, that's true.
We have yet to collab.
That's true. Your people will call my people. We'll get that worked out.
Yes. But I mean, we have a personal connection, so I don't think my people should have to call your people.
I like that.
Or
I don't really have any people.
Actually, your people can call me personally.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
No, but I don't know. I think because I love all the connections I've made. I honestly would have to say the Frankie J music video.
Okay.
Because I didn't know that I was going to have a main part in the video. I didn't know I was gonna be the wedding singer of that music video.
How did that all come about? Did you just get a call from Frankie J or?
Well, Frankie J's people, some of his people, are in the same context of the management that I have.
Okay.
So they pretty much hit me up and they're like, Frankie wants to know if you would like to do this. I'm like, yes. I didn't even like ask when.
You didn't ask
where,
what it was.
If I had something that day, I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, I can't go. But yeah, it was a real good opportunity that I was just like observing like everything behind the scenes, how professional it was. I've done music videos before, but this one was just like, I got there. He goes, "Hey man, you're one of the main guys. Just to let you know." And I'm like, "Oh, I am." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "You're gonna be up there singing, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." Like, you look at the music video, and I start the music video. Like, it's crazy.
That is pretty awesome. That's an amazing experience. And you shot some individual content with them, some TikToks with them as well, right?
We did some content and him doing the singing and stuff like that. Jessica trying to sing as always. But it was a good experience, and Frankie J is a very humble guy. And after the music video shoot, it was just like 4 of us. He took us to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Nice.
To eat, and it was fun just to be able to have that personal time with him, and the room that he gave me, the suite. I told my friend of mine that went with me, I was like, excuse my language. I was like, bitch, just let you know, like, I'll wait until you fall asleep because I snore loud. And she goes, what are you talking about? I'm like, I snore loud. She goes, Frankie got your own room. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I was like, okay, I can do this. So yeah, it was pretty. He took care of me.
You could be a star. You got it. Yeah. So, how do you feel? Because like, I've seen Jessica so many times. How do you feel when people who've seen your TikToks, people who've seen your videos, they come up to you in person and like, oh my God, is that really you? Like, how do you feel about that stardom?
I love it. And I would just tell everybody, if you see me, come talk to me, tell me hi, because I get messages, oh my God, that was you. I should have told you hi. I'm like, yeah, come tell me hi. Like, I really enjoy meeting the people who support me. And I don't think I'll ever get tired of that, because at the end of the day, I cut my part-time job. I cut my full-time job into a part-time job to do what I love. And it's by the support, by the views that they give me, or the booking fees that I charge. Or the shows that I have. So yeah, I love it.
So obviously, like, you were big and you're getting bigger and bigger. When are you? Hey, all of us right now. Pandemic did not help with my waistline. But you're getting so big. So like, at what point are we gonna say, hey, bye AJ, you're moving to LA?
Well, at the moment it's crazy because there's so many other people who have more followers than I do, on TikTok or Instagram and Facebook, whatever. And it's like, I don't question it because I don't question God. But I think about it, I'm like, man, like, there's this person over here with so many more followers than I do, millions of followers, and yet that person doesn't have the same quality. Not the specific person. Don't start drama. Well, I'm just saying, like, other.
You don't want to at them?
No, they don't deserve that. My people will probably know who I'm talking about. But it's just crazy that I'm just blessed with the opportunities that I have. And the thing is, though, it's just, I think it's because I'm just being who I am. I'm not being fake. Everything you see on social media about me, it's real. I'm not making anything up,
Yeah.
It's not just for the show. If I'm gonna post a boyfriend one day, I'm gonna post a boyfriend. You're gonna know. It's not gonna be somebody, hey, just for the views, hold my hand, whatever. Like I'm not gonna do that. Like everything is gonna be authentic. It's gonna be me. And I've gotten this far because of that.
Awesome.
I may not have the 1 million followers, but I got the pay. I got opportunities. But moving to LA, my mom hates that conversation.
Yeah.
I'm a mama's boy. I'm a chichi boy. I can be honest with that. But I just feel like there's a time where I feel like I might have to move, not because I want to, but just like I said earlier, like I plan to make more connections as I could in California to be able to bring that back to San Antonio, because I'm all about San Antonio. And like I said to you earlier, like Tyler Perry, I mean, he's just one of my inspirations to be able to not have to live in Hollywood, not have to live in California, be able to have his own studio and where he's from, where he was born and raised. That's just what I love, and I want to continue showing other influencers in the world what San Antonio is, and that we are like our own breed here.
Yes.
Like we're our own people here. We have our own culture, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
I love that. I love that you love San Antonio so much that the only reason you're willing to go to LA is to make those connections so that you bring those people back. And you've brought creators here before, right?
Yes, I have. I brought Sando, the FedEx guy, out here last year to Smoke Sky Bar. Smoke Sky Bar, I got to give him a gig at Smoke to do an appearance. I took him around San Antonio. They had a meet and greet. A lot of people showed up to the meet and greet in front of the Alamo. I did a dance in front of the Alamo with my makeup and
I saw that, yeah.
wig on. The conservative people were looking at that like, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? Daddy, chill. But it was just like a very humbling, the fact that I'm able to have these other influencers in California. Like I didn't know that Patrick Starr shared my Selena video on his story. It was crazy knowing the fact that J-Lo liked 2 of my videos on my Instagram and on my TikTok. All these other people, like Sando's manager was like, dude, a lot of people know who you are here in LA. And I'm like, for real? He goes, yeah, you're pretty famous here. And then we're there partying in West Hollywood, and I get stopped by people, oh my God, Selena. They call me Selena.
Right.
Guys, I'm not trying to be Selena, but if you call me Selena, I'm going to respond because I know what you're talking about. So all the haters out there, I'm not trying to be Selena, but it's just some people just know me as Selena. Some people know me as Selena and Jessica, or just Jessica or AJ, whatever. So it was nice being noticed in California.
I love that. I don't get noticed anyway. I don't even get noticed in my own office. So I'd imagine how cool it would be to be noticed like in a whole other state. What do you see yourself doing going forward? Like, do you see yourself becoming a full-time entertainer? I mean, not like a stripper, nothing wrong with that. But
yeah. Well, I'm a man of the Lord, and when the wig comes on, I'm a woman of God. I'm just kidding. But I don't know. I really see myself doing this entertaining full time. I have a thing about reality shows. I just love reality shows. I'm binge watching Dance Moms right now.
Okay.
I've already seen Dance Moms how many times, and my mom's like, ¿Te gustas pedo, right? I'm like, well, because I'm not about pedo. I'm not about drama. I don't like drama. So for me to watch it, it's not my drama. I'm like, haha, it's funny. Look at moms killing each other over their daughter's routine. And then watching the Kardashians, the Jenny Rivera family. I love all that. I love it's reality TV, but at the end of the day, it does bring out the realness of these celebrities, maybe make them look crazy, but people think that, celebrities or people out there their stuff don't stink either, but right. No, it does. And I just love what reality TV can do to people, whether it's bad, good, or, but I want to have a reality show.
You want to host one?
I want to be on one? I want to be on one, but then one day actually have I want to be able to have one, kind of like
content creators of San Antonio.
for oh my god, let me tell you, we don't even need a show for that. I think there's yeah, but it's just crazy, man, because I'm a person that show love, and the thing that I hear a lot about right now in the content world here in San Antonio is like, you know, it's a lot of crabs in the bucket. I'm being honest. Like, I'm gonna give it to you real. You know, when people say I support everybody, I'm like, I wish I had my bigger lashes. You'll be able to see my lashes like move faster. But I'm like, no, if you really say you're gonna support everybody, support everybody. And that's what I do. I support everybody. You may not be my people, but I support you from afar, and I'm gonna be able to show love to whatever you do, because we all are from San Antonio. So there's no reason for us to be little crabs, like bringing each other down. There's room for everybody. I've always said that. There's room for everybody. There's room for all these podcasts. There's room for all these showcasts. There's room for all these, you know, businesses. There's room for everybody on the top. You know what I mean? We just all have our different hustles at different times and different, you know, workloads and stuff too.
Right. Like, no one's sitting on TikTok just watching AJ. Like, there's going to be other creators. There's plenty of room for all of that.
And I'm not the only Selena creator. Jesse's not the only podcast creator. Like,
I should be, though.
He should be. Right? Should be, right? But no, guys, like, there's so much talent in this world, and it's crazy how somebody can just say dumb things and people love it. Yeah. You know? But me, I'm talented.
You are talented. I love that. You know, but
it took me a long time to say that myself.
Really?
Honest. Yeah.
I mean, because you're a very humble guy. So it takes a lot of confidence to be able to do what you do, to play these characters and to put yourself out there, because the internet, I don't know if people know this, but the internet is not a nice place. People do not always just like, oh, hey, you're doing amazing. Good job. Great creation. People are ugly and hateful sometimes. I don't know if you've confronted that, but
I do, but it's just like, you know, like I said earlier, like when people want to have that purple jumpsuit, they're like, oh, look, it's Barney. Oh, look, it's Tinky Winky. And I'm like, no, I told you I'm the Grimace from McDonald's. Like, that's what I am. So people, like, they either don't respond or they get mad because I go along with it. I'm like, dude, I'm a comedian. I'm not going to get offended at you saying I'm fat. I'm fat. I'm not going to get
like, it's not something that we just discovered. Like, wait, what?
I'm a gay fat man. Yes, I'm gay. I'm fat. Yes, okay. What? Like, you know, but yeah, it just doesn't. It doesn't. It amuses me. It just doesn't do anything for me. I just don't pay attention to it, honestly.
So there's the negativity from being a content creator, and then there's also like the positivity, and sometimes there's like a need to feel like you always have to be on. Mm-hmm. How do you deal with it mental health wise? Like, both the negative and the positive, because both of those can take a toll on who you really are.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. The negative parts, I don't even deal with that. Like, I'm telling you, when I say, all jokes aside, I am a real big believer in God, and since I'm a big believer in God, you know, that means peace, that means humbleness, that means grace, that means forgiveness. Like, that's what I'm about, all that stuff. I'm not perfect, none of that. But all the negative stuff, I don't even bother. But, like, all the positive stuff, that actually is what gets me, like, in my feels.
Really?
Yes, because I, like, for example, yesterday, I'll be honest, real quick. I had so many things happen yesterday, good things, on my essay, with the Spurs, all in one day. And I have yet to, like, man, it's happening, you know? Until we're random, like, a few weeks from now, I'll just park in front of my house after work and I'll just start crying, you know? But it's crazy. I just, like to be able to slow down sometimes, to be able to recognize what's going on. Because I don't want to be living fast and forget about all the blessings that I'm...
All these amazing things that are happening to you right now.
Exactly. Yeah.
All these firsts. Well, AJ, thank you so much. You've been kicking it with the Texas Chancla. Mm-hmm. I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you sharing who you are and what you're about with us. It's an honor to get to talk to you, my friend.
Oh, it's an honor that you wanted me on.
Thank you so much.